I read the Columbus Myth, Power and Ideology in picture books about Christopher Columbus. This article starts off by talking about the myth. The myth is where they are 3 bears, 3 blind mice, 3 musketeers, and 3 well-known ships, the Nina and the Pinta, the Santa Maria, which are iconic vessels that led to the discovery of the New World and the founding of the world's greatest democracy. That is set in page 180. Next, they talk about scope and approach, which is a study of ideological stance of picture books. This is to determine if the critical analysis and protest of that time have resulted in significant changes to the myth. Then they go in to talk about protectionism. In this section of the article, it says Rudine Sims posits an explicit belief in the power of children's literature to change the world, leading to the impulse to protect young readers from bad ideas. Bill Bigelow warns, though, that protectionism may not be entirely innocent, that there are groups in our society who would benefit from everyone having a false or limited understanding of the past, suggesting possible contemporary abuses of historical ignorance, found in page 183. I think this is an important statement. Then next they talk about assumptions. They had made some assumptions that it was fine for Columbus to name and lay claim to every island he visited. Then it talks about selection, omissions, and avoidance. It says how in Columbus books they repeatedly retell the same myths and include the same elements. Next, they talk about the illustrations and stereotyping. The illustrations are to shape the reader's emotional response. The illustrations are an influential element in the final product. They show the power relationships between the characters and can linger in the memory to influence thinking for years to come. Next, they talk about revisionism and balance. It states in the article, in many cases, revision consists only of hinting at Columbus's character flaws such as greed or craftiness. Others reveal well-known facts. Columbus was not the first to discover America or the first to believe the earth is round, in page 192. Lastly, they conclude the article by saying Columbus is and must still remain a hero. I think that this article is very informative, important, and interesting to read. I really enjoyed reading this article.